Hi guys, welcome back, and today what we're going to be looking at is the A minor pentatonic scale. So this is your first chance to start learning the pentatonic scale, and it's a big scale. This scale is where all those amazing solos and riffs come from, and to be honest, for a lot of guitar players, all they ever need is this one shape moved up and down the neck, and they're away. They create entire careers from this scale. So what I'm going to do first, just for a bit of fun, is just show you some of the songs that have been built and written using this scale. So see if you can recognize them. Here's the first one. Right, how about something a bit more rock? Alright, what about this? And not to mention the general soloing that can be done with these wonderful scales. So, there you have it. Couple of songs there. Now, of course, it's going to take a little bit of time to get to those kind of stages, but it's just good to know what you're aiming for, isn't it? You spend the time now learning these scales and spending the time with the drum machine like we're going to do in a minute, and all of that is going to lead up to being able to play songs like that. So, let's get down to it. I'm going to show you the scale first. I'm just going to quickly run through it, and then we're going to break it down and go through it with the beat. So the scale looks like this. Okay, so the A minor pentatonic. Now, let me just take you through it note by note. So first things first, if we learn anything from the last couple of lessons, hopefully, it's that we need the correct hand position. Now, you'll see a lot of guys play with the thumb over the neck, and that's something that will gradually happen for itself, and we'll talk about that when we get to it. For now, we want to learn the correct position. So again, thumb at the back of the neck, exactly how we did it with the 1, 2, 3, 4 exercise and the G major scale. And everything one finger per fret, okay? So that's the other big thing that we need to do. And finally, alternate picking with the right hand, okay? So let's take you through it. So we're going to come up to the 5th fret. Now hopefully if you've been studying the notes on the neck like I asked, you should know this is the E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. This is the A, okay? So we're starting on A, which is the 5th fret of the E string. So we're going to play that as a downstroke. Then we're going to move the little finger across to the 8th fret, which is a C note, and play that with an upstroke. Now really crucially, remember we're using the little finger, and the first finger doesn't need to go anywhere at all, okay? You often find that with total beginner students you'll get this kind of seesaw effect. So you'll put that one down, and then when you go to play this one, the first finger comes way up like that, and then back. So you end up doing this, which is not helping anything, really. It's just something that, you know, it's people just don't realise they don't need to do it. So, of course, this first finger can stay exactly where it is when this one goes down because this one's in front of it, so you won't hear this one. I mean, it seems obvious, but, you know, some people forget that. So, look at these fingers and try and keep them on the board like I'm doing. So, 1st, 4th, like that, okay? Then we're going to move down to the 5th fret of the A string. So, this is a D note, okay? Then 7th fret with the 3rd finger, and again, look, that first finger stays exactly where it is, okay? Then we're going to repeat that same thing on the D string. 5th fret, 7th fret. Same on the G, 5th fret, 7th fret. Then on the B string, we're going to do 5th fret, 8th fret. So the little finger comes across again, exactly the same. Notice if you look at the back of the neck, my thumb is still nice and secure. It's not like this, it's not like this. It's nice and flat at the back of the neck still to make sure I get the stretch. Then 5th fret on the E string and 8th fret on the E string. Okay? So I'll just go through that nice and slow. So we're going to start on the 5th fret E string, then little finger to the 8th fret. Then 5th, 7th, then on the D string 5th, 7th, then G string 5th, 7th, 5th, 8th, 5th fret, 8th fret. Okay? Now, we're going to do the same thing then in reverse. So we're going to come back down the guitar or up the guitar, whichever way you want to think of it. So we're going to go 8th, 5, 8, 5. Now remember, on the way back, of course, you know, you have to release the finger. You can't keep this one on to play that one. Hopefully that makes sense. So, but what you can do is definitely keep the fingers nice and close to the fretboard. Okay, you can see that they're not going miles away every time I take them off. We want to keep them nice and close. 8th, 5th, then 7th on the G string, 5th, 7th, 5th. We're just creeping back up the scale shape until we get to the start. Okay, so let's run through that all the way through. It goes like this. Remember your alternate picking, guys. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And again, down, up. So we do that top note twice. Nice and slow. And there we are. So, first job is to just learn the scale shape. It shouldn't take too long. This is a very common shape and it's actually nice and easy to remember, I think. So just first job is to learn the shape and make sure you're doing alternate picking, you've got all the fingers in the right place and it's remembered, okay? Now, what your target is going to be pretty much by the time you take on the next lesson, so spend the next day or so practicing this, is we're going to try and get it along to the drum beat at 80 BPM. So that's your target speed, just like with the 1, 2, 3, 4s and the G major scale. 80 BPM is our target. So we're going to try and play that now. If you think you're ready, then play along. Give it a try, why not? But gradually build up to this. So I'm going to go to my trusty drum machine and put it on at 80 BPM. There we go. And now what we're going to do is play along to that. Okay? So I'm going to count us in and we're going to give it a try. Here we go. So after 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go again, okay? When we get down, start again. Off we go. When you get this drum beat on and you play along to stuff like this, just keep going. If you miss one, so I'm gonna, on the next round, I'm gonna pretend to get it wrong. And I'll show you what to do. So let's say I miss one. Let's just carry on, okay? Don't go off the beat. If you miss one, don't do this. So I'm gonna miss one. Don't try and catch up with the beat, okay? Just, it's missed, it's gone, leave it, okay? I'll turn this off for a second. If you miss it, it's gone. Leave it alone, just get on with the next beat, okay? That's what happens for real world guitarists, every now and again they're gonna miss a note. It's just gone, leave it alone, play the next note, okay? So that's something to try and remember. So, there's your first task, guys, your A minor pentatonic, up and down to 80 BPM, and I'll see you for the next lesson.